It's a busy time of year for Oklahoma wheat producers who are putting their winter wheat in the ground. And for many, the option of no-till is growing in popularity. So today we want to look at some ongoing no-till research. Here's SunUp's Austin Moore.
No-till takes patience. It can take years for a soil to recover from conventional tillage to the point where the benefits of no-till are fully realized. These test plots south of Perry provide a perfect example. Here, a wheat and sorghum rotation has been maintained on no-till plots that are 8 and 2 years old.
What we can do now is look at how the age of no-till affects crop performance. So we have 8-year-old no-till or 2-year-old no-till soils. And what we found is where we have this 8-year-old no-till ground, last summer at least, we grew 135 bushel sorghum. This plot, or the younger no-till, was 110 bushel sorghum, so 25 bushel difference in yield. And then we had wheat on these plots to the north, 20 bushels this past winter on the old no-till ground and 10 bushels on the 2-year-old no-till. So what we're seeing is the benefit of, or the long-term benefits of no-till. And so that's a general story we see in our studies. For summer crops, we get a benefit of about 10% on our grain yields when we go to no-till, even right into the system first year. And then in the wheat, we really don't see much of a yield benefit. So it's the summer rotational crops where we're getting the benefit of the improved soil water holding capacity and soil characteristics that are making more grain.
Warren also showed us how the two plots compare below ground.
So what we have here is, this is ground that has not been tilled in 8 years, and we can look and see what that soil looks like. So we still got the nice red color, and what we find is that soil breaks apart even fairly readily. This is not a great condition because right there at about 2 inches we have kind of this surface, but you do see some biopores coming through there, you see some roots, you see that crack. But then the real, and below this, there's really no difference in the soil character between the two treatments. But when you look at it from this direction, you start to see that those dark colorings. This soil is kind of friable and what we call granular, and we push on it readily or slightly and it'll break apart, and you can see all those roots. And some of them are roots from the current crop, and then some of them are old. And then you see here, that is a platy structure, which we don't like. But it's better than no structure at all, because as that soil wets, the water can at least get into those voids that are created, and then it breaks apart. This is 2 years old, and you're starting to get at the very near surface, you're getting that character, but you'll see that white, that lighter colored material, that is an old crust from when we first started this no-till system that's accumulated, and so that's problematic. But you'll see that biopore there, right there at the tip of my finger. So we're getting some biopore development, but there's essentially no structure. When I pull that apart, they're just clods that break apart in irregular fashion, and they're fairly strong clods. And so there is, although, and you're starting to get a little platy structure here, so improvements are coming to us, but they're just not there like the older soil is. You'll see these big clods. But this is a good example of a big clod. On the other plot, although there was some platy structure, you didn't really find these big clods in the top 2 inches of soil. And the reason why these are problematic is that the water hits this, and it must move into the micropores of this soil to get into the ground, because there's just not any pore volume for it to flow into. Water flows quicker than it is pulled into micropores, and so this ground will take water more or less readily than the ground in the 8-year-old no-till.
That translates into yields and in turn profits.
We've made $200 more revenue with 30 or 25 bushels more sorghum last summer and 10 bushels more wheat last summer due to the improvements in the top 2 inches of the no-till, the 8-year-old no-till soil.
If you'd like to learn more about tillage options, visit our website, sunup.okstate.edu.